Today at Transit Code, we're sharing little hacks and hidden comforts that can turn a draining flight into a surprisingly smooth and relaxing one. Pack a power bank in your carry-on. Running out of battery mid-flight is one of the quickest ways to make your long-haul flight feel even longer. Just picture it. You're 30,000 feet in the air. Your phone's at 2% battery and the USB port in the seat in front of you doesn't work. You'll find stories like this all over Reddit, where travelers report in-seat outlets that provide minimal power at best, or stop working completely after a couple of hours. The system behind this is surprisingly structured. USB ports on planes are often connected to secondary circuits that deliver low wattage to avoid overloading the aircraft's main electrical system. Airlines balance safety, maintenance, and cost when deciding which seats get USB outlets, so it's not random. It's a design choice that's shaped by regulations and logistics. You could charge your phone before your flight in the airport at a charging station, but anyone can access these stations, creating security concerns over juice jacking that are real enough for the FCC and TSA to issue warnings. The best thing to do is make sure your device is fully charged before you arrive at the airport and pack a fully charged power bank in your carry-on. Not only will you have easy access to it mid-flight, but there's another reason. Airlines generally don't allow power banks in checked luggage. If one is spotted during screening, your bag could be delayed or even held back while it's removed. This means no bag and no power bank. Keeping it in your carry-on saves you the hassle and makes sure backup power is always within reach. Most modern power banks deliver more than enough energy to keep multiple devices charged throughout a long-haul flight. So you never have to deal with potentially dangerous charging stations in airports or faulty ones mid-flight. Making sure your devices are charged is a great way to keep yourself entertained. But what you put in your body has an even bigger effect on how you feel in the air. Take your own healthy food snacks. Airplane food is notoriously bad, unless you're flying in business or first class. We've all had that moment where you peel back the foil, take one look at the mystery dish, and instantly regret not packing your own snacks. The portions are tiny, the flavors are dull, and half the time, you're not even sure what you're eating. Turns out, it's not just the food. Your body reacts differently up in the air, which makes airplane meals hit harder. Reduced air pressure and low humidity can dull your sense of taste, leaving the airlines to compensate by adding extra salt and sugar to in-flight meals. The dry air in the cabin can worsen dehydration, making it more difficult for your body to process high-sodium foods. We've covered this in more detail in our episode 8, Airline and Airport Secrets Exposed. Airlines create their meals so they're stable and easy to serve, often by increasing the salt and fat content. These choices are influenced by logistics and the need to cater to hundreds of passengers efficiently. By bringing your own healthy snacks, such as fresh fruits, nuts, or whole grain options, you can avoid the discomfort associated with airline meals. This proactive approach allows you to maintain your dietary preferences and feel more comfortable during your flight. But food isn't the only thing that can leave you feeling sluggish in the sky. The very air around you plays just as big a role, and most passengers don't realize how much control they actually have over it. Hack your seat airflow with a compact travel fan. Have you ever noticed how stuffy and stagnant airplane cabins get mid-flight? You're not imagining it. Modern aircraft refresh cabin air every 2 to 3 minutes using a blend of fresh and HEPA-filtered recycled air. This is about 10 times more than most office buildings, but even so, many passengers still feel uncomfortable and experience poor airflow. This is where a compact travel fan comes in handy. It gives you control over your own microclimate. Not only can setting your own airflow make you feel more comfortable, but it can also benefit your health. Mayo Clinic notes that limited movement and dry, stagnant cabin conditions can contribute to discomfort, dehydration, and even worsen jet lag symptoms. A small fan helps by boosting air circulation and reducing the risk of feeling overheated or sluggish during long-haul flights. Many modern travel fans are lightweight, USB-powered, and foldable, making them easy to slip into your carry-on without adding bulk. Think of them as a simple but powerful way to reclaim some control over your comfort at 30,000 feet. And if you're serious about staying comfortable in flight, there's another hack worth knowing: layering with temperature-responsive clothing. You step onto the plane and it feels like a sauna. Then, 2 hours later, you're searching for a blanket because the cabin has been transformed into an icebox. Every traveler can relate to that cycle, but few realize it's due to the way cabins are managed. Airlines regulate temperature broadly, not individually. Ventilation is tied into pressurization systems and air recirculation. Passenger preference is low down on the list. This means that the cabin temperature fluctuates according to the altitude, outside air pressure, and circulation demands, not comfort. Rosen Aviation, a leading supplier of displays and management systems for private and charter jets, reported that temperatures are kept cool to counteract the freezing atmospheric conditions that impact the cabin as the plane ascends. But even passengers who prefer the cold can feel uncomfortable in these conditions. That's where adaptive clothing comes in. Temperature-responsive fabrics can help you regulate your body temperature in real time. The University of Maryland developed a unique textile that becomes more breathable in hotter, sweatier conditions and constructed to hold in more heat in cooler conditions. Layering is still important. A sweater can double up as a pillow when you don't need to wear it. But the bigger insight is that airlines don't adjust temperature for each row, and temperatures can go up and down throughout the flight. Clothing that adjusts for this gives you back control in a system that's designed for efficiency, not individual comfort. For more tips on what to wear and what to avoid, take a look at our episode 8, Things to Not Wear at the Airport or Flights. But what happens when a system you rely on, like in-flight entertainment, stops working completely? Download your own entertainment. In-flight entertainment can feel like a lifeline on long-haul flights. Movies, TV shows, podcasts, games, and even concerts are all just a tap away. But what happens when the system crashes, freezes, or decides your favorite movie isn't showing today? Suddenly, that lifeline disappears, leaving you staring at the blank screen in front of you. Glitches aren't rare. In October 2024, a technical glitch on a Qantas flight from Sydney to Tokyo caused the R-rated movie Daddy-O to be played on all screens, meaning passengers couldn't choose their own entertainment. The airline issued an apology and committed to reviewing how the movie was selected. The smartest move? Download your own entertainment. Stock your phone, tablet, or laptop with all the TV, movies, games, and music you need to keep you entertained while you're in the air. Many subscription services let you download content to watch offline. Just be sure to do all your downloading at home. Airport Wi-Fi is often slow, and the last thing you want to be doing is stressing at the gate, waiting for your downloads to finish. This way, you control what plays, when it plays, and you're never at the mercy of a glitchy system or a sparse content library. Downloading your own content keeps boredom at bay, but it doesn't protect your comfort. For that, you'll want a personal kit that helps the hours in the air feel a lot more relaxing and luxurious. Pack a personal comfort kit. Ever notice how business class passengers are handed sleek personal comfort kits loaded with silk eye masks, cozy socks, and skincare products? Economy passengers aren't so lucky, but that doesn't mean you can't create your own mini oasis in the sky. A personal comfort kit transforms a standard economy seat into a more manageable, even enjoyable experience. Packing essentials like a quality eye mask, noise-canceling earbuds, hydrating eye drops, chapstick, and hand sanitizer helps you reclaim a sense of control over your environment, countering the impersonal nature of airline cabins. Noise-canceling earbuds are particularly useful. They block out the hum of engines and noisy passengers, letting your mind relax. If you want to take things up a notch, invest in a pair of noise-canceling headphones. They give you the same peace and quiet, but also let you enjoy your shows or movies with much better sound quality than the free airline headphones, which are usually uncomfortable and flimsy. Hand sanitizer keeps you from touching sticky tray tables or armrests, while lip balm and eye drops combat the cabin's notoriously low humidity, which can dip as low as 5%, far drier than typical indoor environments. It's not indulgence, it's behavioral resilience, a way to prepare for the built-in limitations of air travel. A little foresight in packing can make a huge difference when you finally recline, switch off your light, and settle in for the flight. And speaking of resilience, there's another crucial factor that can't be ignored at 30,000 feet: hydration. Stay hydrated with Electrolyte tablets. Staying hydrated at 30,000 feet isn't just about sipping water. It's about replacing the minerals and salts your body quietly loses in the dry cabin air. Without them, your hydration efforts can fall flat, leaving you feeling sluggish and foggy before you even land. Aircraft cabins' low humidity levels strip moisture from the air and your skin. Drinking water is a good place to start, but without proper electrolyte balance, your body struggles to retain it. One study on long-haul passengers found that electrolyte drinks delivered better net fluid balance and reduced blood viscosity in comparison to plain water. These handy tablets are portable, lower in sugar than sports drinks, and easy to mix mid-flight. Airlines operate their bar service according to efficiency, not what's best for individual hydration strategies. While they generally do offer water, you're unlikely to get anything better than a small cup or bottle. You can always stand up and head to the galley to ask for more, but doing this repeatedly can be annoying for both you and the other passengers in your aisle. A smarter option is to bring electrolyte tablets. You can add them directly to your water to create a more hydrating drink that will make you feel better during your flight and after you land. The result is greater hydration, less fatigue, and more clarity. By packing these small tablets, you're proactively supporting your well-being, even when the cabin environment is fighting against you. You've locked down hydration. Now, how to stay calm, collected, and comfortable in the most challenging situations or use meditation in your seat. Cabins are one of the few public spaces intentionally designed to discourage movement, and you're stuck in one for hours when you're on a long-haul flight. If you're lucky, you can stretch your legs and take a few steps, but add crying babies, engine hum, and neighbors watching shows without headphones, and even a short flight can feel like a pressure cooker. This is where seat yoga and meditation apps come in. Small, gentle movements like ankle circles, shoulder rolls, and seated twists activate circulation and help loosen up your body in tight rows. And just to be clear, we're not talking about those odd viral clips of people rolling out full yoga sessions or working out in the middle of the aisle mid-flight. We mean minimal, discrete movements. They won't solve all your travel problems, but they will make you feel better for the rest of your flight and when you land at your destination. While yoga sequences can help take care of your body, meditation apps can help take care of your mind. These apps offer real-time breathing cues to calm racing thoughts. They can be particularly helpful during times of rough turbulence or when your neighbors are restless. Some airlines like Virgin Atlantic find meditation apps so helpful that they even include them in their in-flight entertainment. A flight can be an opportunity to relax and unwind. If you can tune inwards, seat yoga supports bodily resilience and meditation apps enhance mental calm. Together, they transform imposed immobility into serene comfort. You've adapted your body and mind to your less than ideal surroundings. Next, we'll explore how to turn the flight experience into an airborne spa environment. Treat it like a spa day. You're airborne with hours of uninterrupted time. The outside world muted and your phone is in flight mode. For once, no one needs anything from you, and the cabin's stillness becomes your blank canvas. What you do with it can transform a long-haul flight into a restorative escape. Because the aircraft enforces stillness and disconnects you from your daily routine, it's an ideal opportunity to create deliberate moments of calm. A cooling face mist refreshes tired skin. A calming herbal tea soothes nerves. And journaling captures the quiet stillness of the flight. These are intentional micro-rituals that counteract cabin chaos and leave you feeling grounded. Even small sensory adjustments like putting on noise-canceling headphones, dimming your personal reading light, or adding a weighted travel blanket can shift the standardized cabin environment into your own oasis. By treating the flight like a spa, you exit the cabin not just less fatigued, but more centered and ready to engage with your destination. Once you've settled into this calm state, it's the perfect moment to structure your flight with small, achievable goals that keep your mind engaged without breaking the relaxation. Set mini goals for the flight. Most of us treat flights as lost time, just hours spent watching TV or playing games. But consider this. The airplane is one of the few environments in modern life built for uninterrupted focus. No emails, no meetings, no phone calls. Just you and your thoughts. Instead of just letting the hours drift by, try setting yourself some small, achievable goals to keep you busy while you're in the air. Read a few chapters of your book, make a plan for the week you return, or learn some essential phrases in the language from the country you're flying to. When you structure your flight into mini goals, you reclaim control over otherwise idle time. What originally seemed like lost hours becomes deliberate, productive, and rewarding. Even modest achievements create major momentum that carries you throughout your trip. Research into cognitive psychology shows that breaking tasks into smaller, achievable chunks, sometimes called micro goals, not only increases motivation, but also improves focus and reduces the feeling of overwhelm. Applying this approach mid-flight can make your time feel more purposeful and satisfying, even in a confined environment. By now you've seen that every frustration on a long haul, from dead USB ports to dry air and bland food, has a reason behind it. Airlines build these systems for safety and efficiency, but that doesn't mean you can't hack them for comfort. A charged power bank, your own snacks, smart layers, and a personal comfort kit can flip a draining flight into something manageable. So the next time your screen freezes or the cabin feels like a desert, don't stress. Work with the system, not against it. Travel smarter, stay comfortable, and arrive ready. What's your go-to comfort hack? Drop it in the comments, subscribe for more ways to outsmart the travel system, and share this with a friend who's planning their next long haul. You just decoded it. This is Transit Code.